Hello, you fucks. Welcome to John Solo's Beer Brigade. I'm John Solo. You are not, and welcome to the Gramlin Show, where we go over all the audiobook releases of the week. We mispronounce names. At the end, little Lissa will go over whatever she read or listened to this week. There's a bullet rating system. You'll figure it out. Good morning, guys. We have a guest today. Tor Thom's joining us. And he's a little smaller in the corner there, but that's because I'm not good with technology. Yeah.
Welcome.
Yep. Lissa, how you doing today?
Pretty good. A lot better than I have been the past couple days.
Apparently you had some bad chicken. Is that what happened?
Yes.
I asked, she said something didn't agree with me, and I said, was it penis? And she said, no, it's chicken. But we all know that penis tastes like chicken. So, I can see the wide eyes on Tor Thom there. Hey, dude. Welcome.
Yeah, okay.
It's first thing in the morning, and we're already talking about cock. So anyways, we've got a bunch of releases this week. Let's get into it.
No, we don't really.
Well, I mean...
A lot shorter than last week.
Well, you're pretty short. Forbidden, Exorcist Roommate, Hell's Matchmaker, Book 1, written by Hawk Oakley, narrated by Matt Haynes.
And we got Gone Wild, Wild Hearts, Book 1 by Jesse H. Rain, narrated by Liam DeCosmo and Michael Dean.
Chorizo himself. Then we have
Rebound Control, Chicago Thunder, Book 5, by Jody Oliver, narrated by J.F. Harding and Iggy Toma.
Tor, did anyone ever tell you should be a narrator, dude? You got a great voice.
A few people have told me that.
Just checking.
Crushed. I'm not saying a word.
Wow. Yeah. Little Lissa gets chills when she hears you. So, Crushed Ice, Hockey Ever After, Book 4 by Ashley Kane and Morgan James, narrated by one of our own, Nick J. Russo.
Then we have Suck, an monster romance, Feed and Feast, Book 1 by Cora Rose and E.M. Lindsay, narrated by Zachary Zappa.
I wonder what that book's about. After that,
Nick's No Good, Very Bad Day, San Amaro Investigations by Kai Butler, narrated by my friend Sean Crisden.
Speaking of amazingly deep voices, that bastard. After that, A Corpse for Christmas by Kai Brightly and M.D. Gregory, narrated by Kevil Shah.
The Fake Division. Okay. Oh.
Don't correct her. Let's see what she does.
No. No.
Oh, come on, try. Just try once for me. Please. Do it.
No.
It starts with a big D. Come on.
I see that.
Divination? Yeah.
Offense? Oh, my God. A magic and romance novel by Sarah Rock, I guess. Narrated by Vicus Adams.
Oh, I love this so much. After that.
Oh, my God. I'm not good with words, if that says anything.
Divination is a tricky one.
Yeah, it is. It's the D that throws me off every time.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Last First Kiss by Julian Winters, narrated by James Kavanaugh.
After that, we had Agony by Reese Knightley, narrated by another deep voice, Aidan Snow.
And my computer just went wonky. Bouquet and Belonging, Craft Heart Market, Book 4 by Ducky Mack, narrated by Little Kevy Earlywine and Curtis Michael Holland.
He was in the Breakfast Club.
No, he wasn't.
Double Hit, Chicago Cats, Book 1 by Katie Steele, narrated by Mac Ray and Darcy Stark.
Then we had P.S. I Loathe You by Isla Olson, narrated by another one of our favorites, Gary Furlong.
The Elves and the Shoemaker by Emery Winters, narrated by Simon Dornay.
The Last Alpha by Victoria Sue, narrated by the very talented Joel Leslie.
And goodness gracious, Victoria Sue, it has been a long time since I've spoken to her. Good for you. It's good to see you back in audio again, Victoria Sue. I miss you. After that, Things I Wished We Said by J.C. Davis, narrated by Darren Draper.
Cadence, Rainbow Dorset, University Book 3 by Korea Reading, narrated by Alexander Sandis and Iggy Toma.
And finally, we had this is I'll do it. Riding Pine and Aspen's Hockey Standalone by R.M. Neal, narrated by Devin Ryder and Zachary Zaba. Did you not listen to anything? Oh, there it is. Cool. I got it.
Yeah.
I had to scroll way down to see what you
Yeah, I
listened
know.
to this week. So this is everyone's favorite part of the show. This is where little Lissa Gramling goes over what she listened to this week. I always promise to shut up and not say a word, but probably
It
won't.
never happens.
Yeah, probably won't. So here we go.
This was Hunt the Villain. It's got Teddy. Wow.
There was a lot of Hetty.
Yeah, there was. It's a bullet breaker. So,
Hey-o.
Teddy Hamilton and Grayson Owens, about two, I guess, Russian mafia up and comers, sons of mafia. Yeah. Anyway.
Did you actually listen to this?
Yes, I did.
All right.
Very intently.
All right.
It was a very slow burn, but once they got into it, they got into it.
So this is a full cast. So not only
Yes.
Teddy and Grayson, but also Sebastian York, Brooke Daniels, Rosa Dioro, Austin Stone, Shane East. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, Shane East only had like 2 lines. I was like highly disappointed. I love his voice.
He still gets paid for a full finished hour.
I know.
He does indeed.
By the way, so Tor, it's your first time on the show, obviously, but we have a rating system where I don't know how this came about, but she gives it, normally be like 1 to 5 stars kind of thing, but we use bullets because that's what some people use when they listen to the book. So it's a bullet rating system of 1 to 5 bullets. Then there's a bullet breaker. That means that Lissa apparently has to order something off Amazon again, and she has to make sure she hydrates properly. See, look at that go. Yeah. So anyways, this is apparently a bullet breaker, which means Amazon showed up the next day. So anyways, go ahead.
A friend of his told him that women and men do get aroused by reading or listening to books. So that's how this all came about.
Honestly, dude, I never even considered. I was 5 years into my career, and an author told me about this, and I was crushed. I was like, what? What do they do while they're listening to my what? And my life has never been the same since.
Yeah, ever since he met me.
So, anyways, yeah. So, keep on telling me about this book that you didn't listen to, Lissa.
I've listened to it. Yeah, they start off with age 15 and go to 19. It's a college romance, and it was just very well written. Rena Kent is amazing, and I just loved every moment of it. And that's pretty much it.
All right. Tor, I've really enjoyed the deer in the headlights look that you've had this entire show. That's awesome for me. I see the what the fuck did I just get myself into? Maybe I should have used another pseudonym. That look, I enjoy it. Dude, what are you working on right now? What do you got going on?
I got a couple of things going. I'm actually was up late last night reading a book called Evergreen by Sarah Furlong Burr. It is a masked man stalker dark rom-com.
Nice.
And you would think like that's a curious mixture. It is actually hilarious and very spicy and smart, and I'm having an absolutely wonderful time.
I'm guessing it's not MM.
No, it is not MM. It is not MM. But it's I'm almost finished with it. So, but it's been an absolute joy.
Dude.
I need to get into Heated Rivalry. I've seen the TV series, but I need to listen to that.
Yeah, you've definitely had an interesting turn of turn of events in the last 6 or 8 months, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
It,
saw
it,
I saw a picture online of you at a convention with the big sign, and I was like, "Oh, dude, um, it's
it's
you're famous
it
now. Look at that."
well, or infamous as it may be. No, I mean that's a I've talked about this in other interviews and things, and I'll just say, I mean, it was I had the opportunity to narrate those books very, very early in my career, about 7 years ago, um, and I don't think anyone really anticipated what has happened with the show. Even when they made the show, I don't think anyone anticipated the reception of the show, as evidenced by the the publisher not printing enough copies, even as the TV show was being made, and then scrambling to do that. And of course, now it's a global phenomenon. Apparently, recently there was a marathon where someone strapped a speaker to their back and they ran to my narration of Heated Rivalry. I think it was in Australia or something. I'm I'm not I'm not
Wow.
and it's become an odd feature of my day to be tagged in these videos consistently of people who like to pull up to street corners now and play spicy scenes and record the reactions of people standing on the street corner.
Oh my gosh.
So it's been a curious thing. I think the strangest part of it has been, and this will tie into a comment that was made just a minute ago, is that the fandom of Heated Rivalry, and I say this in the most delicate way I can, I think has an intimate relationship with the boys and the show, and and so that creates a bit of a disconnect when you like this particular actor portraying this character, and then you listen to an audiobook that has one single person trying to do all the voices, and then there was a switch of narrators, which is a
Yeah.
whole nother dynamic. And so it is my understanding um, that the rights are going to revert in the fall, and that there are talks of having the boys, or the young men, I should say, who are
Mhm.
now global superstars. I mean, they're Saturday Night Live, the Met Gala, whatever, record the books as
Mhm.
as a full as a
Yeah.
full as a full
I've
cast. And so I will say I don't hate that, and actually look forward to that once that happens, and I can go back to my existence.
Well, what
yeah, I actually read something about that they were going to do that.
what a lot of people don't understand, um, that was 7 years ago. I think you've been a voice actor for about a decade now, somewhere in that range as far
Yeah,
as
yeah,
audiobooks. Yeah, and it might have taken you a week to record that. Let's say a week. Who knows?
yeah.
People ask me when I'm at conventions and that sort of deal, and fans online, they'll reference a particular book from 5, 6, 7 years ago. They'll reference a scene from it, and they'll say, "What was going through your mind in that? You did such a great job." And I don't even remember the book half the time. Like it's just another week. There's a story from Paul McCartney years ago. Elton John was going to cover Blackbird, and he's talking to Paul McCartney about it. They're both backstage, and Elton John asked Paul McCartney, "Hey, what did you do on this part?" He references a particular phrase, and Paul McCartney says, "Fuck, I don't know. I don't even remember what key it's in." Um, it's just another day in the life of us. And then suddenly, years and years later, this thing blows up, and I'm sure you're like, "What did I even do for that voice? What was it?" like it's just it is what it is. It's just another day. Then suddenly, years later, it blows.
The whole thing has been very unexpected. I will say, as I often say when I talk about it, that congratulations to Rachel, and to the actors whose obviously their careers have been and their lives have been changed um, by the show, and I think at a time when and maybe this relates to this show, and what we're doing at a time when members of the LGBTQ plus community maybe feel alienated or feel like their rights are in question, to have a show that is celebrating their relationships and love, or at least a proportion of them, that's a good thing, I think, for the world. And so to that extent, I'm happy to have been part of that, and hope it creates a more tolerant and just world where love is love. um, but yeah, I am. I'm definitely not going to be upset.
I bet not.
Whenever my name is no longer connected with heated rivalry.
Oh, I bet not. I wasn't going to bring it up at all, but Lissa did, and I'm glad we did. It's kind of actually a nice little interview here. So, dude, I totally appreciate your time. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with us today. And this will be posted up. You all, thanks for hanging out as always. We will see you next week. More hilarity will ensue. Have fun. Love y'all. Bye.
Goodbye.